Hi, my people. Welcome to a newest psychic reading. Today, we'll be doing a reading on Johnny Depp. Thank you all for listening and watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening and subscribing. Make sure you also follow, like, share wherever you're listening or watching this. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I am available for personal readings as well. For those of you who are new, I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. So if you would like a personal reading from me, definitely text me. You can text me for a reading at 703-791-9162. You can also visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. That's the best place to reach me and book me for a reading. This is my website, so once you reach this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. You can follow me down here on my Instagram and Facebook as well. And if you would like your own reading, go right to the store section. This is where you would go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, candles, and different things I offer. And I do offer quite a lot. I offer email readings, phone readings, video recorded readings, birth chart readings, candles, protection candles, money candles. A few of you actually purchased candles today, which I need to get into. Hopefully tonight or in the morning. Which isn't it morning time already? It's 12:45 a.m. That's not too bad. I thought it was later than that. Anyways, I do mediumship readings. I also sell African black soap. Many of you ask me. I'll get into that in a bit. I offer past life readings, classes, tarot classes, astrology classes, mediumship readings, compatibility birth chart readings, astrology classes, dream interpretation readings, custom candles, and so much more. So if you'd be interested in any of those things, then definitely check out my website. And like I said, I do have some new products coming soon. A lot of you, I also sell African black soap. I know you guys saw that on my website. A lot of you ask me, what do I use in my skin? What do I use in my hair? In terms of my hair, I use actually quite a few products. I am a straight natural, so it takes a lot to get this hair to look like this. But in terms of washing it, I am very simple. And I use African black soap. It's the same soap that's available on my website. That's the same soap I use to wash my body as well. So I use it on my face, my body, and my hair. It's an all-purpose cleansing soap. It's all natural, and it's the only soap that does not cause my eczema to flare up. So I'm a big fan of African black soap. Anyways, with that being said, today we're doing a reading on Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has had some interesting things going on lately. He, last year or 2 years ago or so, there was a whole situation with Amber Heard and that whole trial. And now, recently, there's a situation with Johnny Depp where I believe he's going on tour with his band, and he was actually allegedly there's articles and rumors out there that he was found unconscious in a hotel. Let's read this article together, all right, and then we'll get into the reading. Okay. So this is from Marca.com. Marca.com. It says, why was Johnny Depp found unconscious in a hotel in Budapest? The performer's band was forced to cancel his concert in the Hungarian capital. And this was uploaded not too long ago. This was uploaded a few days ago, July 26, 2023. It's now August 1st at the timing of me filming this video. Let's read the article together. All right, it says, since Johnny Depp won his lawsuit against his ex-wife Amber Heard, he has only had one film role. After that legal battle, the actor decided to devote himself to music. He is a member of the band Hollywood Vampires, along with the singer Alice Cooper, guitarist Joe Perry, and Tommy Henriksen. I had no idea that he had a band with Alice Cooper. Did you guys know that about Johnny Depp? On their European tour, it says the rock band was recently forced to cancel their show in Budapest because of a problem with Depp. According to information published by Hungarian newspaper Blick, paramedics had to go to the actor's hotel to rule out further complications. All we have heard is that Depp was so bad that he couldn't even leave the hotel. We have also heard that they called a doctor to see if he had something worse, or that they were just overreacting like they overreact to rock stars, the source told Blick. I guess it says Amber Heard here exposed Johnny Depp's addiction battle. What happened to Johnny Depp in his Budapest hotel room? After canceling the concert on July 18th, the actors band apologized in a statement. We love and appreciate all of the fans who traveled to see us on stage. We are truly sorry and sincerest apologies. I guess this is someone on I don't know, Twitter or something like that. It says here, here's Johnny Depp drinking an hour before canceling his concert due to unforeseen circumstances. He likely passed out again. So this is him, I guess, hours before his concert. Interesting look. All right. All right. Now, the same media outlet that reported the events has stated that the reason John Depp was found unconscious in the Budapest hotel room just hours before the Hollywood vampire. So they're talking about that video. Behind it, a substance abuse relapse. This is not the first time this has been mentioned, as Depp's problems with alcohol and drugs are well known, something that has come to light in the trial against Amber. It is also worth noting that the band was forced to cancel the concert on July 20th, which was held in Slovakia. After all that happened, the band resumed their European tour, performing in Poland on July 22nd and in Germany a day later. And it's interesting because have not heard a lot about this article. I have not heard a lot about Johnny and him allegedly passing out in a hotel in Budapest. It's not been coming out, a lot, about that situation. So I find that very interesting. And I don't know. I have a lot of questions. So let's go ahead and get right into this reading, and let's not waste any more time. Thank you, Spirit, for opening up the channel so that I can connect with the energy of Johnny Depp. Thank you for providing clarity and insight in the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions, my space. May the energies be dispersed back where they came from once this reading is over. And thank you for protecting those watching this video. Amen, amen, amen. So relaxing. I love a good singing bowl. Let's get into it and see what I pick up about Johnny Depp. Spirit, give me some insight and clarity as to what's going on with Johnny Depp. What happened in the Budapest hotel or the hotel in Budapest? What's going on with him? Okay. The first thing I'm hearing is tour life. Tour life. Now it's interesting because there is a certain life that comes with touring, even if it's just something as minute as part of tour life comes with like eating out a lot, unless you have a personal chef or something like that. Part of tour life comes with being in hotels, not being at home, constantly being on the go. Part of tour life also does come with, unfortunately, in a lot of instances, substances, drinking, and things of this nature, right? It's a big party in every new city, right? I feel like there's something about touring with Johnny Depp where it was a good decision and a bad decision to do touring at this time in his career. Now it's interesting because the article brought up the point of, for those of you who just may be coming in the room, at the premiere of this video, it's interesting. The article mentioned that we read earlier that after the Amber Heard trial, which was fairly recently in the last few years, I would say, he's only had one film role. And really, he's known as an actor. He's not necessarily known as a musician. He's known mainly as an actor. That's his main bread and butter, Um, we also have the pandemic. We also have the writer's strike and the actor's strike going on. So we have a lot of factors where this maybe was just once again the best decision for him next in terms of his career working wise. This was the next best thing for him to do in terms of a job, keeping the money flowing. Because to be honest with you, while he is Johnny Depp, and he, is wealthy, in terms of people like you and I who necessarily maybe aren't super wealthy, right? Or you know what I'm saying? But he's wealthy, but he's struggling. Allegedly, I'll say. There's something where he could be struggling money wise, financial wise, a little bit, or a bit to a degree. I feel like part of this probably is due to the whole situation with Amber Heard, but I think there's been a loss of income since the pandemic, and this actors and writers strike as well. There also may be something with streaming too, where he's taken just as much as a cut as a lot of these. Maybe not as big of a cut or as big of a hit, but he's taking a hit and he's taking a cut just as much as these other actors, actresses, and artists out here have since the pandemic and since the recent strikes going on in Hollywood. So he's not immune to that, y'all. Even though he's Johnny Depp, right? Um, I don't know. So in that way, once again I go back to it's this decision, this pivot in terms of going into music, collaborating with Alice Cooper, making a band, going on tour. It was good for him in terms of his career to just to be able to work in today's climate and what's all going on, in his industry and the world at large. But it was bad because tour life. And he does have addiction issues. And I feel like there's something where he took a hit, in terms of his addiction issues allegedly, once again particularly after the Amber Heard situation, because I feel like there's something about embarrassment, shame. I didn't want people to know that. I didn't want people to know that about me. And it's also like there's something where, so I'm getting a couple things. Okay, Spirit, let's just kind of go one by one, because Spirit is kind of like throwing all these things at me, and this, and this, and this. The first thing I get is that Johnny Depp may be one of those people where as soon as he wakes up, it's, popping a beer, it's, smoking a joint. And, not judging on the joint thing, you know what I'm saying, because, sometimes a nice, puff, puff pass in the morning can get you right, but maybe one, but I feel like he can go continuously. Like there's like, joint after joint, like a few, like, sips, kind of thing, of the substances, right? And it's like until he gets right. And then it's like, okay, I can face the day. I feel like he's one of those people. And that is kind of like, you're either in the throes of addiction, the beginnings of addiction, like, you're in it at that point. When you have to wake up, and have, a sip, or, I feel like he's there as we speak, unfortunately. Or at the very least, he was there when at the timing or situation of him, allegedly being found unconscious at this Budapest hotel. I feel like life is not easy for him. He doesn't deal with his emotions the best way. I feel like he deals with his emotions, and he's been this way since he's been young, since he's been a young Hollywood star. He kind of deals with his emotions by partying, by life constantly being a party, or life constantly like, let's have fun, let's let loose, let's have a couple shots, like, but always being that. I feel like he's stuck in that like young Hollywood mentality, young Hollywood energy, because it's a safe space for him and his emotions. That's what I've always done. It's always like this is how I kind of hear him speaking or like speaking to himself. That's what I've always done. It's always been like that. I've always partied. I've always gone out. That's how that's how I deal with the things I deal with. So I think in that way, going on this tour was bad. I think there's something where this tour could bring out. I hear the worst in Johnny. I hear the worst. So I don't think this is, the last we're going to hear of issues on this tour or issues with him overall and maybe sobriety or just like health. What's going on with Johnny Depp? Like, I almost hear this is the beginning of the end, but I'm not quite sure what I mean by that. I'm praying spirit doesn't mean the beginning of the end in terms of what we're thinking, but it could be the beginning of the end of his spiral, or before he hits a rock bottom or something like that. So I don't want to set off any alarms or anything like that, but he may have to hit a rock bottom where there could be a major health issue. I have to say, allegedly, for YouTube entertainment purposes. I don't know why I see something with like the heart, breathing. I hear too much drinking. I feel like he really started to spiral more. I feel like at the time when he was dealing with that trial, Amber trial, and maybe a bit before that, I feel like he was kind of still in it and the energy we're talking about, but he was a bit more maybe stable at that time. I feel like there's something where after the Amber Heard trial, like he just like I feel like the minute that was over, it's like he spiraled, and it's almost like he planned it. You know how you have those moments where it's like, oh my god, like the minute this is over, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna have a drink, I'm gonna have a puff puff pass. It's like that, like but it like for him, it was almost like the minute this is over, I'm gonna binge. Is what I pick up with him. I'm gonna go all out. Because once again, that's how he's always dealt with deep trauma, you know? So he's a man that deals with his trauma by drinking, by investing in substances. You know, at the early part of his career, I feel like he would invest a lot of that energy. And we might have to change this. We might have to change the card soon. I feel like at the early start of his career, he would have invested a lot of this energy, and he would be able to transform a lot of this energy into his acting, his roles, his artistry. But once again, as he's gotten older and as he's been integrated into the Hollywood system, I feel like once again it became the partying, it became the drinking, it became rap parties, Hollywood parties, throwing his own parties, get-togethers with friends, as a way of feeling normal, as a way of feeling like as a way of stress release kind of thing. Like he's very much a party boy, party guy. Like I don't know why I literally feel like he's the guy, in the Barbie song. I'm a blonde female girl in a fantasy world. Come on, Barbie, let's go. I feel like he's the guy in that song. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. I feel like he's the guy in that song. I don't know why that like He's just stuck in a young mentality, and it's because he's Johnny Depp. He's like stuck in a weird limbo, arrested development limbo, where I don't even know how to explain it. How do I explain what I'm seeing about this guy, Spirit? Johnny Depp to him is both a safe place and an escape, but also is the same thing that brings him heartache and pain and like trauma. So like there's something about being Johnny Depp, the actor, the star, where it's like that brings him comfort and that brings him a safe place in a way because Johnny Depp essentially never ages, right? He's ageless. Because he's Johnny Depp, right? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, being Johnny Depp for him, when you're Johnny Depp, you have a lot of people around you who are users. You have Amber Heards and stuff like that you have to deal with. So I feel like it's those types of situations that, like, it's like, I hate being Johnny Depp. I love being Johnny Depp. And he can't really ever break out of his skin. So it's like, you make the best of it. You make the best of the circus. I don't know. That's the best way I can explain it. This is not the last of what we're going to hear about him. I feel like we're going to hear more issues, unfortunately. And I just pray for his, his recovery. All right. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. All right. And we are black. Let me move the microphone a little so it's not so behind me. Okay. All right. I just kind of have one question for Johnny Depp or about him. If you guys want a reading once again, you can text me at 703-791-9162 or visit my website. I'm available for readings right now. Thank you for cleansing, clearing me, energy, protecting me, past reading. Amen. Sometimes some of y'all will message me at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and I'll be up, doing personal readings or filming content like I'm doing right now, or, at the gym doing something. And it's kind of like, I'm up. I've got some energy in my system. Yeah, I'm available for a reading. Let me know when you made your payment. So a lot of y'all have done that before. So reach out. I'm available. Let's get into it. All right, baby, you gotta move back because you just keep moving and shaking. It's doing a little bit too much. All right, let's see. Is Johnny Depp okay? Is Johnny Depp gonna have more issues? Is Johnny Depp okay? Is he having issues? Are there gonna be more issues? Give us some clarity, Spirit. The star card showing up as the first card. The star card could be him. It could be things aligning perfectly. It's interesting in the star card, the person is pouring out the water into the lake almost. Two of Wands, money issues. Remember, I was saying he may have some money issues. There could be money issues, issues with resources, finances. And the Ten of Wands is kind of dragging your feet. I'm actually wondering, does he want to be on this tour? Does he actually want to do this tour? Because there definitely can be an energy where, when an artist doesn't want to do a tour or something like that, they will drink, do substances or whatever they can do to just get through the tour, to get through the gig. So, not all artists are like that, by the way. I get the Four of Swords connected to thoughts, communication, and the mind. I'm wondering, is he also being influenced by other people? By the people around him. Remember I was saying tour life. I feel like he's someone where Johnny Depp can be very much persuaded by the people around him. So if everyone else around him is drinking, it's kind of like he may be all right. Well, I'll have a sip or two kind of thing. So there could be something where in order to get fully sober, in order to really get himself together, he may have to be around the right people. And I'm not sure being on tour is him being around the right people, to be honest. So I don't know if he has the best influences around him, y'all. The Knight of Swords shows up. This would be someone between the ages of 20 to 45 years old. This could be a family member, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Cancer person. I know he has to be older than 45. Or I don't know. I feel like he is though. Johnny Depp age. He's 60, yeah, so he's definitely older than 45. What's his zodiac sign? Johnny Depp zodiac. Gemini. He's a Gemini. But even though he is 60, remember I was saying he acts younger than his age. So this actually could be him if he's a Gemini. The Knight of Swords would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Cancer in this position. The Empress shows up, a female in a position of power. This could be a female connected to romance. I get the Ace of Cups, emotional fulfillment connected to work, job, daily routine, facing the Page of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, young person. I get the Strength card connected to change, evolution, and growth. The Nine of Pentacles connected to money and finances here. Let's pull the cards up. Is he okay? I think he's definitely like, I feel like this for him is about mainly money. Feel like he's used to a certain lifestyle as well, and I feel like there's like obviously a desire to maintain that lifestyle. Four of Cups. I feel like there's something about the people he surrounds himself with that are an issue, and I feel like just as money comes in, money leaves just as quickly. I feel like because of the people around him, you guys, the Devil card shows up connected to escapism, life behind closed doors, a secret solitude. This could deal with illusions and confusions. This could deal with substance abuse and things of this nature. Is he struggling? Yes, the Devil card is toxicity. The Devil card is addictions, as the last card here. Is he struggling? Yes, unfortunately. But he may not have the best people around him. He definitely could be struggling with money issues. It's interesting though, because the Seven of Pentacles shows up connected to working within groups of people, unexpected changes. So I'm wondering, does he really pay attention to his money? You know, because there could be something here too, where there could be something where people around him could be negatively affecting his money or negatively impacting his money in some way, shape, or form. So he may want to pay closer attention to his books, his financial books. He doesn't have the best people around him. He's definitely struggling with some sort of addiction or toxic issues. You know, he needs some major healing, to be honest with you. And I see money issues, y'all. I'm wondering if he's also dating someone too, because I get a female, I get a young person here. It's weird. It's like the old man who always comes to the strip club, you know, and he always has some sort of posse around him, and he doesn't really cause a fuss or a stir. You know, he always sits there, you know, very fancy suit, you know, and he comes every Friday, you know, spends a lot of money, you know, but it's like the people around him, you know, the clinger-ons, it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird. It's all weird. I don't know. It's weird. That's just the best way I can describe it. The energy is just weird. All right, final card. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Give us insight into who the true soul and essence of Johnny Depp is. Who is the true soul? What is the true soul? Let's actually move these cards. Who and what is the true soul of Johnny Depp and his essence? Give us some clarity and insight as to who the true soul of Johnny Depp is. Behind the facade, behind the mask, behind the actor, behind the issues with addiction and whatever else he may be dealing with. Who is Johnny Depp really? Because, you know, with Gemini, he has two sides to him anyway. Oh, wow. Interesting. Peacekeeper. Maybe that's part of the issue. When you're a peacekeeper, you take on so many of other people's issues. Who keeps your peace? Looks interesting. Look at the big ox behind, this person too. Also, this woman looks like Native American. I'm wondering if he does have Native American ancestry. That wouldn't surprise me if he did. All right, it says let go of the need to be right. Let go of the need to be right. I feel like maybe he could be very self-righteous too, Johnny Depp. Let go of the need to be right. Interesting. All right, y'all. That's my reading on Johnny Depp. We're definitely going to keep our eyes and ears open and just send him love and light and prayer and healing energy. We've been losing so many legends, so many young people and old. Today, Pee Wee Herman died. One of the actors from Euphoria. I can't think of the young man's name. He was only 28. So, life is way too short, you all. So love the people you can love while you can, while they're here, while you're here. I love you all. I'll catch you all in your own personal readings, or I will see you in the next video. Either way, I will see you soon. Love and light. God bless.